You are a guardian angel and designer. What the f is you talking about, man? You are not from Harlem. Why do you keep thinking that you are from Harlem, bro? You are not from Harlem. I did not grow up with you, man. Do you remember how we met? Pause. Not met, how you got cool with us? Basically, you heard our freestyles. And you came up to me one day when I was chilling in front of the house. You said, yo, man, I heard the freestyles. Y'all killing shit. More freestyles come out. Y'all heard the new shit you did. Children of the Corn, 12-minute freestyle. Mase, Camron, Cardan, DJ Clue. Google Bloodshed and Camron, Children of the Corn, freestyle. Are you at any of these places? No, you was not there, man. You wasn't there.
In hip-hop, few crews are as legendary as Dipset, the Harlem collective that brought a unique mix of swagger, street credibility, and chart-topping anthems. But behind the flashy pink furs, diamond chains, and unforgettable anthems lies years of tension, old wounds, and explosive rivalries.
What was your reaction when Camron brought up all these old stories and everything about you?
I laughed, man. I got this thing, man. People laugh at the lies, but the truth always hurt. You know, lies are more entertaining. You heard? You get to laugh, you get the joke, but the truth is a serious thing, no matter how you look at it. The truth is what the truth is.
And now, the drama has erupted once again. Mase and Cam'ron have come forward with shocking claims that tear down Jim Jones' legacy and rewrite the Dipset story as we know it. According to Mase, Jim Jones wasn't the Harlem legend he claims to be. In fact, he wasn't even part of the crew's foundation. Mase says Jim was never around for the early days, the Children of the Corn freestyles, or the moments that laid the foundation for Dipset.
You was a fan. You begged us. You are a fan, nigga. A fan. So you can sit around and act like you've been around all this Harlem shit and everything. You ever see somebody from Harlem try to act like they from Harlem so bad that you got to keep saying, I'm from Harlem? From Harlem know who's from Harlem. You don't have to keep saying you from Harlem.
Instead, Mase insists Jim was just a fan, someone who begged to be let in after hearing their mixtapes. Even more shocking, Mase flat out says he taught Jim how to rap. Camron backed these claims, reminding fans that Jim's involvement came later, after the groundwork had already been built.
Yeah, listen, man. Listen. You were fanned out and you begged niggas to come to your house after you heard all these mixtapes. That's how you got in. Mase actually taught you how to rap. Literally. He taught you how to rap.
Mase taught me how to rap.
You say it. We taught you how to rap. How you ran the whole organization. How you made Diplomat. Yeah, you ain't make none of this stuff. You was a fan. That's how you got down originally. Period. I heard the new shit you did. Yo, you want to come through? Come through. Why? Why are we going to Jomo's house? So yeah, I would bring some bitches over there to sometime. A little crack mate.
Cam explained that Dipset wasn't created by Jim Jones. It was him and Mase who put Harlem on the map. Jim, in their eyes, simply attached himself to the movement once it was already in motion. But the jabs didn't stop there. The insults got personal, with Camron even mocking Jim's physical appearance, telling him to hit the gym, get a checkup, and take better care of himself. It was ruthless, raw, and straight from the streets, a reminder of how personal and ugly these Harlem rivalries can get.
Mase need to go on a diet. He need to get his life together. He need to go to the doctor and get a physical. He looked terrible, bad body, back ass. He look big around the neck, waist look crazy. I'm body shaming this. You heard? He need to go get his shit together, get on the treadmill, do some push-ups, do something. You heard? Especially for playing with me.
At the same time, Cam didn't hold back from bringing up past situations that questioned Jim's toughness. Stories resurfaced about Jim running from dangerous encounters, including when BMF allegedly chased him into the ocean. These moments, Cam argued, showed that Jim was never really the fearless Harlem leader he paints himself to be.
I was the CEO of Diplomats. I made Diplomats with him. I was with him for every bit of his journey. I held him down. I took that position of holding him down.
Now, fans are left questioning how much of Dipset's legacy is real and how much is myth. To Jim's credit, he hasn't stayed silent. In past interviews, Jim has always defended his role, making it clear that without him, Dipset wouldn't have had the street muscle, the gang ties, or the credibility that made them a force.
Mase taught me how to rap, and Cam always made sure I was on every single album he had. He was like, boy, once you figure out how to rap the same way you act in these streets, it's gonna work for you. Just keep going. And that's all so I always gotta give credit to where credit is due and shit like that. It would be no Jim Jones.
They know what I've done. And dance around it all they want and shit like that, joking, but they know if I get upset, it's gonna be a real problem.
Get out of here.
Many argue that while Camron was the star and the creative mind, Jim was the backbone, the one who ensured Dipset wasn't just rap music, but a movement that stretched deep into Harlem's culture. But here's where it gets interesting. As Jim's solo career took off, especially after the massive success of Ballin', the balance shifted. Jim went from standing behind Cam to standing beside him, and eventually in front of him. According to insiders, that change created jealousy and tension that never truly went away.
Every nigga that put hands on you or you get to altercation, you cool with him. You tried to chase French Montana out the game, that ain't work out. Y'all got cool. So cool that you go to his video shoot, pardon me, not his video shoot, his movie. You're sitting in the crowd watching the premiere, and they dissing you in the movie. You in the movie getting dissing, you gotta eat it, just sitting in the crowd. Nah, they dissing you in the movie that you went to go see, bro. Every nigga that do something to put pressure on you, you sit there and work it out. But when they got a little genuine heart for you and all that, cool, that's the pattern. If they don't put hands on you, then you can keep going on and on and on. But the niggas who do this, you cool with, and then the niggas who try to handle it sophisticatedly, you keep going on and on like niggas give a f about all that shit, bro. Niggas don't care about none of that shit, man. Niggas don't care a little bit, man. What I'll finish with is this, man. I'm never here to downplay your character. As much as you try to degrade my character for years and push me under the bus and say, I ain't start this and I ain't do that, and you started Pink and you made the Diplomats, which is just... Do you ever hear me talk about when you ran on me when BMF pulled up? When you ran in the hotel, they chased you to the beach. Yeah, they chased you to the beach, you was in the sand. You was getting wet from the water, from the ocean. I don't pump that. I don't pump all that shit because I ain't trying to degrade your character. You know why? Because the revolution was televised. That's why I'm here. That's why God work like that. That's why me and Murder is here. Stop tricking out their freedom, bro. This is gonna be the last time I address this. Whatever you got to say after this, good luck. I wish you luck. I got other shit to do.
So when Mase and Cam'ron came out swinging, it wasn't just random shots. It was years of suppressed anger finally exploding. The Dipset legacy will always be cemented in hip-hop history. But as Mase and Cam'ron continue to call Jim out, fans are left wondering, will Jim clap back harder or let the shots fly unanswered? One thing is for sure, this Harlem drama is far from over.